Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Beyond Normal with Mya Lamis. Hey! Okay, so it's episode 12, and the title is The Leap from Imperfection to Action, okay? So just jump. Conquering procrastination and embracing the leap. I can't talk. Lord. Have mercy, I am drained, and that's what this episode is about, okay? So, a lot of the times we often wait for, or at least we try to wait for what we consider to be the perfect moment. And the truth of the matter is there is no perfect moment. Like, I always bring up me procrastinating starting this podcast. I personally, like I said, I waited for thinking I needed a co-host. Oh, I needed to wait until things were perfect. I needed to wait until I had the right mic. I needed to wait until I had this. I needed to wait. But when you have to wait to start, that is more procrastination. You don't have to wait to start. You really just have to start. I just started with my phone. I just started with, I didn't know what I was doing editing wise. I didn't know what I was doing with the audio, how to extract the audio. But the first step is to just simply record. So if it's something that you trying to do, you trying to start, the first step to doing it is just simply starting. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because like we talked about last week, there is no perfect moment. Nothing in this world is perfect. So stop waiting for perfect to get started, because it'll never happen. You'll keep making excuses and it'll never get started. Okay? So just a brief recap of last week, the art of imperfection. Last week we talked about embracing our imperfections and how they're actually beautiful. This week we're taking it a step further, because often the biggest barrier to our dreams isn't our imperfection, but our perfectionism, or rather the fear that keeps us from taking the leap. And sometimes it don't even be our own fear. It be other people's fear that be stopping us. Okay, so today's focus is taking the leap of faith, overcoming procrastination, and just jumping into action, okay? Just jump into action. You want to start doing hair? Start doing hair. I'm pretty sure you've already done family members' hair, friends' hair. Take pictures. I'm pretty sure if you don't already have pictures, they have pictures of themselves in that hairstyle that they can send you, that you can already go ahead and use for advertisement. You want to start photography? Start it. What are you waiting for? You waiting for, till I get the right camera. Oh, you know how many people start on their iPhones? On these Androids got good cameras? Start with what you have. Stop waiting to have the perfect thing. Because the thing is, a lot of the times, if you just start, right, you'll make the money. And then the money that you make from starting you can use that to get the things that you claimed you needed to have. I know that's what I do a lot of the times. If it's something I want to start doing, that's what a lot of brands in general. Let me give y'all a little tip on how these brands be doing this, especially when it comes to t-shirts. Even when it comes to anything. For example, I'm not saying Tabitha Brown ain't had the money, because she might have had the money. Well, we know she had the money. But a lot of people, I don't know if y'all remember when she first dropped Tab and Chance, the perfume set, right? She did a pre-order on that. And what a lot of people do all the time, they set the business up, they do pre-order sales to see how much money they'll make by just throwing it out there, and then they use the money from the pre-order sales to actually buy the products that they need to sell whatever it is that they're going to sell. So that's kind of how it works. And I know that's kind of what Tabitha Brown did, because it took a long time for us to get the pre-sale stuff, okay? It took months to get the pre-sale stuff. So they like, say for instance, you want to start making t-shirts. A lot of people make the design of the t-shirt, which is free. You can use something like Canva or something like that to make the design, and then they'll post the design, going on pre-order sale in 1 week or whatever. So then, and a week later, that's already getting people mouth wet for it. They want it. So then a week later, people sending money for the pre-order. And then that money that they make from the pre-order, they use that to actually make the shirts and get them out. Yeah. So you don't have to wait. Sometimes you just got to start. And when you start, that thing that you're doing will then pay for the things that you thought you needed in order to get started. And then you find out you didn't need those things to begin with. Okay, so stop waiting for the perfect moment and just take action. So the best way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. That's by Walt Disney, okay? So the lure of the perfect moment. Unpack why procrastination. Blah, 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 blah. I can't talk this morning, y'all. I'm so drained. Unpack why we procrastinate and wait for ideal conditions. Honestly, we procrastinate, in my opinion. I can't say why everybody procrastinate, but I feel like we procrastinate out of laziness and fear. At least I know it's like that. It was like that for me. I was scared, and then being scared made me lazy, because then I started making every excuse in the book. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm this. Let me tell y'all something. I drove 4 hours to Atlanta and 4 hours back yesterday picking up my dad, and I didn't get home till almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Didn't go to bed till almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and now it is 6:39 in the morning, and I am up recording my podcast because I'm not making no excuses. No excuses. Yes, I had a long week. I had a long, very long, stressful week. I'm drained. I'm tired. I'm everything. But what I'm not going to do is procrastinate and make excuses. I'm not going to keep procrastinating, because, like I said last week, I procrastinated my own success. Had I started sooner instead of making excuses for myself, I would be way further along right now. So I'm not going to continue to procrastinate my success. Honestly, we just need to get out of our own way. A lot of the times we be our biggest enemy, and we have to stop doing that, okay? Fear of failure is sometimes while we wait for the ideal of conditions. I know I'm scared of failure. But then also there's a fear of success, right? What if things change? Oh, what if, like they said, more money, more problems? Or what if, the bigger you get, the more trolls, the more, like, it's just, fear of success is a real thing as well. Analysis paralysis, overthinking every possible income. I know for a fact I'm an overthinker. When I say I overthink entirely too much. It's ridiculous how much I overthink. I got to get better at it. I know that's something that I'm working on, but I'm definitely a big, big, big overthinker. I don't know why. I got to get out of that. I have to stop overthinking, because I would think my way out of something too. It's ridiculous how quick I think myself out of something. Waiting for more knowledge, more resources, more time. I just told y'all, don't wait. Don't wait. There's no purpose of it. Because when you wait, you never get started, because you're going to keep waiting, and you're going to keep making excuses on why you need to wait. There's no need to wait. There is no perfect moment. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. Nothing is perfect. Hiccups happen, and that's okay. The most important part is you got to know how to keep moving after something happens. That's saying life goes on, everything goes on. Life really goes on after everything. Somebody passed away, life goes on. Car broke down, life goes on. Your lights off, life goes on. Life is going to continue no matter what you decide to do for yourself. Life is going to continue, so why not continue with it? I'm just saying. The illusion that perfect preparation leads for perfect results. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, my friend, shout out to Junie, she commented on one of my videos, and she was like, she don't know who told. Matter of fact, it was the podcast episode from last week. She was like, I don't know who came up with the saying that practice make perfect, but she believes that that's why people believe they have to wait for something perfect. Because when we were younger, people told us practice make perfect. If you practice every time, you're going to be perfect, which is not true. Practice just makes better. It does not make perfect, because there's no such thing as perfect. There's no such thing as the perfect. If you play ball, there's no such thing as the perfect pitch. There's no such thing. Even when you singing, there's no such thing as the perfect pitch, because if everybody had a perfect pitch, everybody would sound the same. Like, there's no such thing as perfect. You can have good, you can have great, you can have phenomenal things, but you won't have anything perfect. There's nothing perfect. Okay? So, I'm trying to think. It was something I wanted to talk to y'all about. People wait for stuff that's perfect all the time. You ever wanted something so bad, right? You wanted something so bad, whether it was food. Normally for me it's food because I'm greedy. But you ever wanted something so bad and it just had to be perfect that by the time that when you got it, the excitement went away, like it wasn't all that. You were kind of low-key disappointed. That's kind of what waiting for the right moment or the right day or the right anything is going to be like, because there's never a right time. Oh, Chris Brown said that. There's never a right time. I can't even talk. I can't sing. I'm so tired. There's never a right time to say goodbye. There's never a right time. So just start. Just do, just go, whatever it is you need to do, okay? You don't have to be great to start. You just have to start to be great. That's by the Zig Ziglar. That's one of my favorite quotes because it's the truth. You don't have to be great to start. You just have to start in order to be great. And notice I didn't say perfect because there's no such thing as perfect. Positive affirmation that I want you to take with you is I release the need for I can't talk, y'all. I'm telling y'all I'm so tired. I release the need for perfection before I begin. I embrace the power of starting now. I need y'all to write that down. Write that down in y'all 369 journal. Write that down in y'all journal, period. And I want y'all to say it on a daily basis, okay? I release the need for perfection before I begin. I embrace the power of starting now, okay? So the transformative power of the jump. What happens when we finally take a leap? That's my question to you, because most people be scared. But what do you think going to happen when you finally take the leap? All the doors are going to open for whatever it is that you want to do once you take that leap. Okay? You just got to take the leap. Sorry, y'all. My alarm going off. I got to get ready for work, too. I got to be working an hour and 45 minutes. So, yeah. Stop procrastinating. That's another thing. I'm not going to say I procrastinated. I just had a lot going on this week. But I'm also not making excuses. Okay? I gotta stop yawning, y'all. I'm sorry. Through this episode, I'm probably about to make y'all so tired because I keep talking about being tired and I keep yawning. I apologize in advance, okay? Momentum, the act of starting creates its own energy. Clarity through action. You learn more by doing than planning. The path often reveals itself as you walk it. Now, that is very important. You know how we work at these jobs, and when you first get to a job, they do all this preparing. They train you, right? You spend X amount of weeks in training, preparing you for the position. And for those of you watching, you've seen I got the air quotation marks because you spend all this time training, preparing for the position. And then when you get in said position, your training meant nothing. You learn as you go. Like, especially in call centers, they do all this training, and then when you get on the phone, everything they taught you go out the window because you taught me basic stuff to learn the system. You didn't teach me how to deal with these customers. You didn't teach me about these crazy scenarios they was going to call about. You didn't teach me none of this stuff. So that's why waiting for the perfect moment is really redundant, because there is no perfect moment. You can plan all day. You can plan, prep, all this stuff. And then when it comes time to execute, all that planning stuff go out the window, which means you just wasted time on planning and all that stuff. No, once you execute and you get it started, that's when you're gonna learn the rhythm and the groove of how things are gonna go for whatever it is you want to do. Whatever it is, if it's a business you want to start, if you want to start doing content, don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for the perfect camera. Just get started. Because as you get started, you're going to see, oh, okay, I can do this on my phone. Oh, okay, I can use this app to edit. Oh, okay, I can edit from anywhere. Oh, okay, this is very easy. And you just got to get started, okay? You just got to get started. Building resilience. Every leap builds courage and teaches you how to adapt, even if it's not a perfect landing. It's okay to fall. It's okay to fall. It's okay for you to start something and something go wrong. That's where you be consistent. That's where consistency comes in. Because if it's not going right, you got to keep going until it does go right. But the first step is to take that first step. Stop being so focused on failing and be focused on succeeding, okay? Unlocking potential. You discover capabilities you didn't even know you had once you get started, which is the truth. Like I told y'all, I didn't know I had this much good at time management skills, which I kind of still don't, because you see what I'm doing. I'm recording extremely last minute, but for me to be able to be so busy in my everyday life and still get my content out there, still get my podcast done, still get all these things done, that was a shocker for me, because I didn't know my excuse was I don't have the time. And then when I stopped making that excuse, I made the time. Just that simple, okay? Regret minimizations. The biggest regret is often not trying at all. You gotta try. You just have to. You can't sit around and be like, "Whoa, it's me." No, you will never succeed if you don't try. Literally, Aaliyah said, "If first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again." These songs be telling us about life. They be giving life lessons. We just don't listen. We just think it's all fun and games for the beat. But no, they be giving life lessons. First of all, you got to get started. Chris Brown said, wait, who is it? Black Eyed Peas said, let's get it started. Chris Brown said it's never a right time. Okay? I'm just saying. Y'all, one thing y'all know, I'm going to do some musical quotes. So just a quick quote. Leap and the net will appear. That's from John Burroughs, okay? Leap and the net will appear. That is true. It's an invisible net that's going to catch you. It's called God, okay? God is not going to let you fall. God is not going to let you fail. And you may not believe in the same God that I believe in, and that's okay. But just know, whatever God you believe in, take that leap. They're not going to let you fail. And then they say all things work together for the greater good. So even if you do fail, it was a lesson in that failure. Find the lesson, try again, so that way you'll succeed the very next time. Okay? Just making sure we're on the same page, okay? 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowliness, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sail, explore, dream, discover. That's from Mark Twain. That's from Mark Twain. Okay? I'm trying to think. I just watched Let's Try This Again podcast, B. Simone, right? And she had Mignon on there. And if y'all don't know who Mignon is, if you watch Tyler Perry's Sisters, she plays one of the main actresses on Tyler Perry's Sisters, okay? That's my girl. That's the one everybody say I act like. I don't know why her name on there is Danny. She plays Danny on Sisters. And she was talking about how she took a leap of faith, how she had an audition and she didn't know she was going to get it, but then she just was like, you know what? She was living in her car. Like, she was down bad. Like, but she took that leap of faith and she went to an audition, and then she was about to leave, and something told her not to leave, and she went to the callback, and that was her big break to get on Tyler Perry Sisters. That literally changed her life. Changed her life. The same with the Ellises. Y'all know I love DeVale Ellis and his wife, Kadeen. They often talk about how when he got out of the NFL, they were losing money. They lost a bunch of money in investment and stuff like that, and they didn't know where their next anything was going to come from. And he took a leap of faith. He just started making videos at home. And those videos at home, he said that he was on Poor Minds podcast is what he was on when he talked about this. He said that he just started making videos and it wasn't really no good views like that. And then he was doing extra acting work. And then he actually played an extra on Power. And and another time he was in the vicinity with 50 Cent. And he was like showing 50 Cent his work. And 50 Cent told him, like, keep going. Don't stop making your videos. Because he was like, when one pop, what's going to happen is it's going to send other people back to watch, and you already have a full catalog of videos that they can watch consistently. Because once people find you and they like you, they'll go back and watch all the rest of your videos. And he said that's what happened. He said that one video got popping. He was like, it was like his 110th video that really took off and went viral within the next 24 to 48 hours. All of his videos went viral because people started going back watching the rest of his content. So the thing is, you just gotta get started. Everybody has a different path. But the stories are generally the same. They started, and that's how they succeeded. That's all it took, was them to start. That was the first step to success, is just starting. So I say this to y'all today, just start. Stop making excuses. Stop waiting. Stop. If you waiting on somebody else, don't. If you waiting on the perfect something, don't. Just start. Just start. If you want to start a baking business, something as simple as that. Go to the store, get what you need, bake some stuff. Hand them out for free. Get reviews on it. Use that as advertisement and promotion. That's a video of you baking. That's a video of your process. No, that's a video of you shopping. That's a video of your baking process. There's a video of the outcome of the baking process. There's a review video from each person that you give a free cake, cupcake, cookie, whatever it is you have to. But you just got to get started. That's it. That's all. It's just to just get started. So every step forward, no matter how small, is a powerful leap toward my greatest potential. I am capable and courageous. That is another positive affirmation that I want to take. I want y'all to take with y'all today. I'm going to repeat it. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a powerful leap toward my greatest potential. I am capable and courageous. Okay? Okay, so practical steps to take the leap. How can y'all apply this to your own lives? Okay? What's one thing you've been putting off, big or small? I want y'all to drop it in the comments for me. What's one thing that you've been putting off, big or small? Let me know. Drop it. Drop it down there so I can see. Let me know. Okay? If the jump feels too big, was it an absolute smallest first step you can take today or this week? If the jump feels too big, was it the absolute smallest first steps that you could have took? So for that, my question, like I said, the last question was, what was, listen, I can't focus. What's one thing you've been putting off? And then, if the jump feels too big, what's the absolute smallest first step you can take today or this week? So, one, what is it that you want to do? I'm just going to go with content because that's what I'm focused on, okay? And if starting feels too big, what's the smallest first step that you can take today? I actually seen a video of a guy giving this knowledge out, and he said for people who want to get started, find a topic that you want to talk about, record 5 1-minute videos talking about that topic, right? And then go through 5 of those videos, pick the best one, post it. Don't think it, don't nothing, don't write a script, no nothing, off the top of the head. That's the best way, because a lot of the times we be scared to make content because we are scared of what other people gonna think, or we scared we not saying the right thing. Just record multiple videos, watch them, pick one and post it. Don't be like, oh, I need to re-record. Nope, out of the ones you already have, pick one and post it. Just that one. Just pick one and post it. You can do it. Nothing wrong with it. You can do it. You sure can. So, embrace the messy middle. Understand that it won't be smooth, but there will be bumps, doubts, and setbacks. That's a part of the process. It's all a part of the process, if I'm being honest. Everything you go through from here on out it's a part of your process. It's a part of your story. It's a part of your journey. It's a part of your testimony. But you won't have a testimony if you don't get started. You can't tell people how you came out on top if you ain't even start. You can't tell people how you made the millions if you didn't even get the business started. The first step to success is just starting, okay? Fail forward. Reframe failure as feedback. Every stumble teaches you something valuable. I just said that. There's a lesson in every failure. Fail forward. Okay, this didn't work out. Matter of fact, prime example, when we were younger, and y'all remember those little sensory toys, those toys with the holes in it, right? And the holes had different shape size, like different shapes, like it'll have a triangle shape, a square shape, a star shape, a circle, like whatever the shapes are. And then the shapes, they come on separately, and you're supposed to place the shapes in each side. So think of failing forward like this. You pick up a square and you blindly trying to put it in the triangle. Okay, that didn't work. So now that I know that this square doesn't work, what do? Do I find the square hole, or do I find the triangle hole so I can use the one? fail forward. Use critical thinking. How can I use this situation to make the next time I try it better? Okay? You're not going to sit there and try for 30 hours to put a square inside a triangle. You're just not. You're going to see how you can maneuver and change. You're going to see how you can figure out a way to do it faster next time. Like, for example, people who do, what is it called? I was about to say hero, because it's not hero. What is it called? Those people who do the, I can't think this morning. You know that show where they do the obstacle courses and they got it, it's timed. And you know when they practice, they literally, the first time, it might be the longest time. But then they like, okay, I went through it. This obstacle with this was the hardest part of the obstacle, this. So I know I can move faster over here. And then I can, you know, take my time when it comes to here to make sure I get the best outcome. All you got to do is just take that failure, figure out what made it a failure, fix that, and try again. So just fail forward. Use your failures as lessons, okay? Build your support system. Who can you tell your goal to? Who will encourage you? I keep saying I want to start an accountability group, but I'm probably going to have to wait until school start back up and really get back into the groove of things. And because right now I got a lot going on and I'm about to do some traveling. But I'm planning on starting an accountability group to hold people accountable. No, I'm not going to hold your hand and walk you every step of the way, but it'll be a group where we all can get up in the mornings and do something to take a step towards what we want to do. I think I'm going to do it on Zoom. We can all get up in the morning and literally just do what we want to do. If you want to start exercising, if you want to start doing content, if you want to write a book, whatever it is, within that 30-minute to an hour session that we're all together, we're literally getting things done. Getting things done. Find you a support group. Your family don't support you, cool. A lot of the times your family be the last one to support you. The very last one to support you. And that's extremely normal. That's very normal. Okay? But build your support system. Actionable challenges for y'all, okay? What's one micro leap you'll commit to taking this week? What's one micro leap you'll commit to taking this week? I want y'all to drop it in the comments. If you're listening, I want you to find me on all my social media platforms at Mya Lamis. And I want you to DM me. What is one micro leap that you can take this week? It's something you can do to get started, whether it's go ahead and get your LLC done, or whether it's to go ahead and record your first video. What is your first micro leap that you're going to take? And don't say I'm going to do research, because research is not the leap. You got to do it. Okay? You gotta do it. Positive affirmation. I am ready to act. I trust my ability to navigate challenges and celebrate progress, big or small. I tell y'all every week, celebrate the small wins. I didn't even do my dance party this week to celebrate that this is episode 12 because I'm tired, y'all. But y'all know I'm super excited. We made it to episode 12. I told y'all most people don't even make it to 10. So I'm celebrating every episode, okay? Okay. So the biggest hurdle is often just starting. I don't know how often I need to say that, but taking the leap is an act of faith in yourself and your journey. A lot of people don't take the leap because you don't have faith in yourself. You start talking yourself out of things. You let people talk you out of stuff all your life to the point where you become the voice in your head. Their voice becomes our own, and we talk ourselves out of stuff before we even get started. Which means that pretty much means we don't have no faith in ourselves. And how can you expect other people to have faith in you when you don't even have faith in yourself? The first step is just to simply get started, y'all. So just get started, okay? You gotta get started. Let's see here. I encourage y'all to share y'all micro leaps, okay, and y'all thoughts on this episode on social media or with a friend. Send this to a friend. Tell them to listen. Tell them to send it to a friend. Share your thoughts on social media with Beyond Nrml Moments. Have a hashtag Beyond Nrml Moments. I'm trying to create a hashtag, y'all. Let's do it. I got to get better at posting, though. I got to get better at creating my own hashtags. But y'all definitely tell me, give me y'all feedback. If you got my phone number, you know me personally, text me. Give me some feedback on how you feel about these episodes. Or if y'all got something y'all want me to touch on. in the future. I take suggestions, or if y'all want to do like a strawberry letter type of situation where some of y'all write to me and I read it and I give advice, we can talk about that too. We can definitely do that. I'm with all of that, okay? So the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, okay? And that is from Lao Tzu. I don't know if I'm saying that last name right. It's TZU. Lao Tzu. So I just want y'all to remember that it starts. I can't talk. Lord have mercy. It starts with just simply taking the first step. That's the most important thing. Once you take that first step, you'll know how to take another step and another step and another step. And even if you get knocked back 10 steps, don't let that discourage you. Use that as a blessing. Like, hey, okay, I got knocked back 10 steps. Why did I get knocked back 10 steps? Okay, this is the reason why. Because this little piece right here shouldn't have been there, so it messed everything up. So let me remove this piece, find a new piece that fits there and that works for this situation, put that piece into play, and now let's try it again. And then you never know, the second time it may work, or the second time something else may go wrong, completely different from what wrong the first time. But everything is a learning experience. It's a learning experience. You think people who do content, they just woke up one day know how to do content? No. They woke up one day and turned their camera on and started recording. Then they learned how to eventually do transitions. Then they learned how to do the little dope transitions where, you know, you see people stepping out of a camera and, you know, I've been seeing some dope transitions lately that I want to learn how to do. I just got to find a little bit of time to do it, which I'm probably going to find the time because I'm going to California soon and I have a lot of downtime because the kids won't be with me. So yeah, I know. You just got to take a leap and start. Take a step. And it's okay to fail. Fail forward. Fail forward. Nothing wrong with it. Shoot, people love to talk about how they claim the president is, y'all president, because not mine, is a great businessman. How many times this man done filed bankruptcy? How many times has this man had failed businesses, but he just keep trying again? That's the only thing I can say is cool about him, is that he don't give up. He keep trying to find a way to scam the country. But hey, he keep trying. He keeps trying. So I'm just telling you, I'd say that to say this, you got to keep trying. Don't let nothing stop you, not even you. Those little voices in your head telling you can't do it, don't listen to them voices. Because them voices are not your own. Number one, it may be the devil, or it may be a family member or somebody who was too afraid to do stuff, so they told you not to do it, and then you adapted that voice in your head that you had that self-doubt. No, don't doubt yourself. Doubt everybody else, but don't doubt yourself. Because one thing about it, if don't nobody else have you, you have you. Okay? So believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. And have faith that God going to see you through to whatever it is that you want to do. He's going to bring you out on top. You have to know that. You have to believe that. Okay? So y'all already know this podcast is for everybody who knew that normal was never enough. They tell us the sky is the limit, but how when there's space beyond the sky? It don't make sense, okay? So for the ones who are trying to get out of the box that the world has put us in, the ones who know that working a 9-to-5 is not the only way to survive, the ones who know that you can do or believe that you can do whatever it is that you want to do, this podcast is for you, okay? So make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Heavy on the subscribe wherever you're listening from. Make sure you subscribe or add it to your, I don't know what it's like, Apple Music, you can add it on your thing, different platforms you can add it to your playlist. But just like, share, comment, subscribe. Send it to a friend you feel like can use it, a family member you feel like can use it, or send it to a coworker you think can use it. But I'm just asking that you send it out, okay? If I hope that I was able to touch you and give you some great advice today. I hope that this podcast helped you get through whatever it is that you're trying to get through, get over that barrier. I want to just thank you for joining me another week, guys, and y'all have an amazing day. Love y'all. I gotta get a theme song or something that I can leave out to. Bow, 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 bow. Ooh, ooh, Beyond Nrml. Ooh, ooh.